Okay, so when you're working with any new area of development, your astral body opens up a file which references those experiences. So our astral body is developed as a sum total of a life experience from when we're in our mother's womb to death. And that's the astral body. And every bit of data that comes in through your sense gates gets thrown into that. Your unconscious organizes it and reflects a choice based on your past experiences on, should I do this, should I do that? And that's your freedom of choice. Your freedom of choice is composed of the sum total of your past choices and information that's get input into your astral body. So we're contained within a certain limited freedom of choice because we're not going to make choices outside of our experiences. And those choices and experiences need to evolve, so we need to take in all that information, reorganize it to a higher frequency and make new choices. So that our evolution and growth is based on that reorganization process in our subconscious mind of what benefits our survival, what benefits our existence, and what data comes in. So media coming into the sense gates, getting dumped into our astral body, is constantly changing our choices. So you can be very selective what media you take in, because that becomes an unconscious choice. And when we're developing a new skill set, we open up a file in our body consciousness, in our astral consciousness, that takes all the information about that skill and references it for the next time we practice it. So if, let's say, you're developing the air element, and you have your fascia tuned in, you have the feeling tuned in, you have the mental qualities tuned in, you're highly concentrated, and you have a high degree of success, and you have perfect practice, which makes perfect. That is now your reference for the air element. And the next time you go to practice it, your body's muscle memory will remember how to stretch the fascia and activate it. Your astral personality go, yep, this is what I do. Your mind and mental space and timing will all be there, and you'll recite the sum total of your life experience in regards to the air element. So if you have a high level of concentration and you accumulate a memory of, this is exactly how to do it, this is to get perfect results, and this is the peak performance of our mental, astral, physical body to accumulate experiences in that astral memory, then every time you move into the center of gravity of the memory, and that's what you have access to. So a small amount of high quality training far exceeds a large amount of low quality training. So perfect practice makes perfect. Bad practice makes bad habits, and that's pretty obvious. Everyone knows that. So never train under exhaustion of, oh yeah, I'm just going to train, but it's going to be a crappy training session, but I'm going to push my will anyway. You push your will in other things, not qualitative awareness of building a foundation within your spiritual work. So when you do your Tai Chi form, do it perfectly. If you're doing your element Qigong exercises, do it perfectly. If you're doing any type of jhanic concentration work, you're creating a sum total of concentration capacity. There's a center of gravity. Take that center of gravity up to the peak, train the memory there. So your body remembers. It remembers how to do good things and how to do bad things. Train it to do things perfectly. To do this, you have to clearly understand what are the body mechanics, what are the astral personality mechanics, and what are the mind mechanics, timing and frequencies that you're tuning into. If you don't understand this clearly, you're going to be doing it wrong from the beginning, and you're going to build a file of incorrectness and low quality experience that is going to replicate itself over and over again for many years. So understand what you're doing first, and then as you implement it, do it clearly and correctly, and connect other people who can do it clearly and correctly. And make sure that you have 100% attention on what you're doing when you lay the foundation for a new practice, and you compound it at its highest level. This is really important for time efficiency. if you want to get good results very, very, very quickly, spend a bit more time understanding how to do it before you start those practices. And the worst thing you can do is say to someone, oh yeah, just stand, it'll come, for standing practice. No, it doesn't. You have to understand exactly what the structural alignment is. You have to understand exactly how to pluck the fascia in the joints, to tune the fascia to the frequency that you're paying attention to. You have to understand exactly what the personality that you're working with is astrally. You have to understand the exact timing of the mental body and the mental space, and what the mind is aligning itself to, whether it's a cosmic alignment, whether it's a solar alignment, whether it's an alignment during the times of the day, whether it's an alignment to a particular tree, vortex, whether it's an alignment to a Dharma teaching in a temple. Whatever that alignment is, the mental body's got to align to it, and the body's got to tune to it to equalize and create that particular Qigong exercise. So clearly define all that. Build an astral energy memory of perfection. And once you have that perfect memory in place and you start compounding high-level experiences, the center of gravity will automatically be that in the future, and there's no wasted time. You get exactly what you want to train out of your Qigong.